Giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shah, Bashim Kakadash, and double honor to the man of great millstone that's out in the highway and byway, pushing the truth as well, pushing the truth over the internet that spread forth throughout the four corners of the earth. I'd like to say Shalom, Shalom to the man of great millstone. To add to that, I'm not a member of GMS, but I believe wholeheartedly they have the 1% truth of the Bible. To the men and women that are listening, learn to continue in the faith of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Continue praying, repenting, and keep the laws and commandments to the best of your ability. If ye love me, keep my commandment. As what John 14 and 15 states, if ye love me, keep my commandment. Keep his ways. Normally at this time, I normally wake up out of sleep and, try to stay sharp and the word for as, trying to remember certain scriptures and stuff like that. But the Spirit hit me to speak on revenge. And the time is near. You can see what's going on by watching the news. And Salakia, I'm just now waking up, so I have that deep Barry White voice. So, if you can bear with me, the water. But that's how I sound in the morning. But the spirit of vengeance was in my thoughts. When I woke up, the good Lord put information in your mind so that you can carry it out when you wake up during the day. And I got a precept for that. Job, I think 33, if I'm not mistaken. It says here, for God speak once, yet twice, yet man perceive it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon man, and slumbering upon the bed, then he opened the ears of men, and sealed their instruction, that he may withdraw man from his purpose, and hide pride from man. He keepeth back his soul from the pit, and his life from perishing by the sword. So by you following the Lord instruction and listening, listening to what he wants you to do, like my mom always say, when you sense something is wrong, listen to your first spirit, your first thought, because the angels are with you, protecting you if you striving to live righteously, or the good Lord have a purpose for you, even if you're in the world. And the good Lord still have a hedge of protection around certain people that are the elect, because we all once were Gentile, and he guided us and molded us to be the man that we are now. But he had to protect us from the beginning, because we didn't know who we were. We were Gentile. And then when the good Lord gave us that information, he woke us up, and that zeal for the love of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, when we was Gentile, we wanted to learn more. Now that we know who we are, and we see what's going on in this world, we sticking with the truth. The good Lord, he's our shield and buckler. He's a high tower for our protection. So going back to the thought of revenge that came into my spirit, that the good Lord, he's going to revenge us for all the unjust that we been through, all the captivities, all the way up to now. So the spirit, like I said, the spirit of revenge was on my soul. So I'm gonna go through some verses and I'm gonna end it. Salaki for my voice. If you can understand it, good. If you can't, I apologize. Um, Isaiah 45 and 7. And the good Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, He's in control of all this. Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light, I create darkness, I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. And it's a good thing that Yahweh Shai states in one of his verses that revenge is a good thing. He's going to revenge us, the servant, the children of Israel, for all the heartbreak, all the murders, all the raping, all the pillaging, the stealing of our land, that long ass boat ride over here, had to deal with people urinating and shitting on each other, throwing up on each other, dying on each other, women having babies in there, babies dying, women dying, and then being thrown off the ship, you know, and then come on here to America to be sold and humiliated and beat and raped and hung and having your genitals cut off, your woman's stomach cut open and killing the baby and oh man, all the horrendous stuff. The good Lord, He have not he have not forgotten that. Like I said, revenge is on its way. Revenge is on its way, and we have to stay in the truth and trust and believe and don't give up. Keep that fire burning. Pray to the good Lord to keep your spirit burning, and pray that He do not turn your spirit away from you. He did Judas like that. Judas at one point believed in Yahweh Shai, and then the good Lord turned the spirit away from him and put that wicked spirit in him to go to be a deceiver, to trade in what all Yahweh Shai taught him for just for some a little piece of change. That's basically what it is compared to salvation. That's nothing. So he put that spirit in Judas to be a traitor, to turn against him, to do evil, to get Yahweh Shai taken by the centurion, I guess that's how you pronounce it, or the police of that time, to take him in to get him slaughtered, basically. But it was Yahweh Shai, it was Yahweh will that his son Yahweh Shai will have to go through there for our iniquity, to forgive us for our sin, to bring us back to the Father. So someone had to do it, and Judas was the right candidate to be that traitor. And I pray and hope that myself and none of you men and women that are listening to the video, I hope that the good Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai keep that fire burning in your soul to keep you on the right track, because it's a it's a sad thing to get to the door and then to be turned around, and you don't want that. Well, it's up to the good Lord, so we praying, Lord willing, keep my soul on the right side, keep my spirit on the right side. Second Samuel 6 and let me see. Bear with me. Verse 7. Bear with me 1 second. I know Second Samuel. Oh boy. Shalakia. Let me get out of here. 1 Samuel 2:6. The Lord killeth, maketh alive. He bring down to the grave and bring up. So he's in control of life and death. You know, he bring down to the grave and bring up. So he's in control of all things. And can no man in heaven, or no spirit and no angel in heaven, and no man on earth can stop him from carrying out his judgment. Whatever his will is going to be, that's just what it is. The good Lord he's powerful, he's merciful, but also, you know, he's a terror, a vengeance also. So, you know, you don't want that hammer, you don't want that sword to come down on you. You want to be on the right side of safety, you know. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. This is my last scripture, and I'm gonna wrap it up. Like I said, the good Lord, he's for vengeance, and he's going to deliver his children out of this wicked world. And it's getting way out of control. I remember seeing a video of a mother and her son in some type of pizza restaurant. It might be in New York somewhere. And this grown boy, yes, he was. I think he had been at least 18, maybe at the latest, 18 or 19. But in his mind, he's a boy, and his mama is protecting him like any other, you know, good mother would protect their son. But this particular boy here, he had on some Pampers in a pizza restaurant with no shirt on, no socks, no pants, but a pamper with some old school Jordan shoes on. And he's every bit about 6'1", 6'2". And his mama carried him, was in the pizza restaurant with him, and some guy was talking to the mother or the owner and saying that this is not appropriate. He's in here with some Pampers on. Nothing else but shoes and Pampers. And the mother is defending her son, saying he can dress the way he want to dress. Boy, this world here got to go. I mean, it is, and I've seen worse than that, but it seems like people are just, they truly believe that it's okay to, you know, go against the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So I'm not going to get off my topic. The good Lord, he's going to revenge the 2/3. He's going to revenge the heathen nation, and most definitely Esau. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill, I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Like I said, there's no angel in heaven. The top angel, all the way down to the lowest angel in heaven, can't stop him. And there's no man, the elite man in this earth to the lowest man in the earth, cannot defeat and take the power out of his hand. Deuteronomy 32 and 40. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. If I whet my glittering sword, whet is to sharpen. So Yahweh is saying, if I whet or sharpen my glittering sword and my hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies and will reward them that hate me. 42, I will make my arrow drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh. It's talking about the ICBM missiles. Let's start it back over again. I will make my arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, and that with the blood of the saints and of the captive from the beginning of revenge upon my enemies. So he's going to destroy our enemies all the way from the beginning, you know, from the time, Esau was killing us and didn't want to let us, when we, during the time when we were getting out of Egypt, and we was in the wilderness and we were traveling, and they wouldn't let us go through their land. Yes, it started from that point and on up to now, and it probably go back farther than that. But I'm just giving an example. That revenge for not letting us cross their land, and we told them that we're not going to take drink their water or take none of their crop. We just want a free passage through their land so that we can get to safety, get to where we needed to go. So it started from there all the way on up to now. I'm gonna read it again. 42. I will make my arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, and that with the blood of the saint, of the slain, and of the captive, from the beginning of revenge upon the enemy. Rejoice, O ye nations, the 12 tribes of Israel, with his people, for he have revenged the blood of his saints, and will render revenge to his adversary, and will be merciful unto his land and to his people. Giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Bashem Havashai. I hope this lesson was edifying. And I see you on the next topic. The good Lord, he's coming for revenge. Stay in your lane, whatever you doing. You praying, you fasting, you repenting, you keeping the laws and commandments to the best of your ability. Continue doing that. Keep the faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.